Oh boy, it is another season of No Pulp, and hey, look at this, a new pairing. Noah Cierzan, Jaron May, the first Webisode edition of No Pulp on the year. And Noah, we got to talk college football. We got to talk college football realignment, and specifically the Big 12 bringing in 4 new teams. BYU, Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF are all joining in a couple seasons. Are these the 4 teams that deserve the bump up to the Power 5?
I think they did deserve the final rose, Jaron. This is essentially a reality TV show at this point, but when you look at these 4 schools right there, they have been relevant, all of them at some point in the last 6 or 7 years or so in football, also been relevant in basketball. I feel like the one school that maybe got left out a little bit was Memphis, another team from the American, the conference that 3 of these teams came from. Doesn't get an invite, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. But I think these teams will keep the Big 12 relevant, and I'm very excited to see what this all looks like once they formally, officially join the conference.
Cincinnati, football-wise, is going to be really exciting. Yeah. That's the one that's jumping off the page for me. But let's talk about just realignment in general. Do you like this? Because, you know, the Big 12, the ACC, the Pac-12, the Big 10, the SEC, pretty much every single Power 5 conference has changed. Do you like this?
I love it. I love it personally, and it's because I'm a college basketball nerd. And I look at the Big 12, I think you lose Texas, Oklahoma, but bring in these schools, I think it's a net, you know, they're fine. It's a net neutral as long as you can keep Kansas in there. I think the Big 12 is going to be a very competitive basketball conference. And we talked about the little alliance between the 3 other power conferences before. I think that's going to be so fascinating to see those early season matchups between Pac-12, ACC, Big 10. It's a little weird. It's going to be an adjustment, but I love it, Jaron.
I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it is a money grab. I think it basically screws the smaller teams. And sure, you're adding 4 Group 5 up to the Power 5. I don't love it. I think it really diminishes that, and it takes away some of the fun FCS versus FBS. But that's going to do it for this Webisode edition. For Noah Cierzan, I'm Jaron May. Make sure you tune in to the entire episode of No Pulp coming up on OTN.